Joined by assistant coach Kevin Leatherwood from Hampden-Sydney College men's basketball. They were picked number 8 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, coming in from last year to this year, you made a run in the tournament, a small run in the ODAC tournament, winning in the first round and then before being eliminated in the quarterfinals. But still, Hampden-Sydney has had a presence in the tournament even when it hasn't made it all the way to Salem to start the tournament, having to work through it. Talk a little bit about that team from last year and maybe the progression that they're making coming into this year, because you do have a lot of holdovers back from that squad.
Absolutely, absolutely. We do have a lot of guys coming back, a lot of guys with experience. We think that a few of our post players who've set kind of a precedent with being in the tournament. They're very hungry to make a more run this coming year, and we had a good recruiting season as well. So hopefully we have a couple freshmen that are going to do well and also come in hungry to help make a run for the tournament this year.
Let's talk about your roster this season. Some of the guys that are back for another run at it. Who do you expect to be your leaders on the floor this season?
Well, it's probably going to be Guilherme, as well as Hunter Keene and Nick Chase, who are our 3 seniors this year, our 3 post players. Freshmen coming in this year, we'll have Jake Hahn from Charlottesville, Virginia, as well as Will Sparks from Mount Airy, North Carolina. Those 2 are going to be essential for our success this year. So hopefully, obviously, we stay healthy, and those guys do what they're supposed to do. And obviously, we have some more players that will contribute. We'll be good. We'll be fine.
When you take a look at the ODAC as a league, let's talk about the national stage a little bit last year. You've been in the league a couple of years now. You've seen the kind of competition that we've had, and we had just one team make the NCAA tournament last year. What do you see maybe moving forward to this year? Is this a year that the ODAC is going to step back up and see an additional team, maybe a couple more additional teams make it to the national stage?
I think so. The ODAC being one of the tougher conferences in the country, a lot of times during the season we beat up on each other, and you got to get a nice little 20-win season to get a bid, to get an at-large bid, hopefully. But since it is a tough league, we should get 2 or 3, maybe even 4 bids this season. And with Virginia Wesleyan and Emory Henry is very good, and Guilford obviously, we should do pretty well in the nation.
And then let's take a look just to finish up here. How do you think Hampden-Sydney stacks up against the rest of the league? And give me your impressions on the league internally now, because you're absolutely right. The squads do beat up on each other a lot now. But who do you think, or maybe what do you see as far as teams that could start to separate themselves toward the end of the year?
Well, hopefully us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, hopefully Hampden-Sydney. And obviously Randolph-Macon. They have a lot of guys returning. I know Corey Turner's a really very good player for them. Virginia Wesleyan as well, and Guilford is always a formidable for sure. So I think us, Macon, Virginia Wesleyan, Roanoke as well, are going to be very good this season.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us today, and good luck this season.
Thank you.